Hey, what's going on YouTube? Parrish Plays here with my September edition of a PSA return, and I'm so excited for this one. This might be my best yet. You'll have to let me know. But before we get into it, I do want to ask you a question. 151 in English has not seen a significant reprint yet. Do we think we're going to get one before the end of the year? And if so, do you think we're going to bring the prices of the singles down? I personally do think that we're going to get one, and I do think it'll bring prices of singles down. But my buddy and I were talking about it the other day, and I'm curious to hear your thoughts on if you think we're going to get another reprint of 151. So before we jump into it, we do have a giveaway winner, the reason why you guys are all here. So I'll pop that winner up on the screen, 3, 2, 1 right there. Congratulations to this person. Again, I'll reach out to you, get your shipping address. It'll be free shipping, US only. I look forward to working with you, sending this out, getting this out to you. And if you want a chance to win this giveaway card, which is a pretty good one, all you gotta do is like this video, subscribe to the channel, and leave a comment below. Anything you want, and I'll do a random comment picker on this one, and you can be entered to win October's giveaway. So I do appreciate you guys watching. If you like this kind of content, again, like the video, subscribe to the channel. It does a lot for the algorithm. I really appreciate all of you guys being here, and let's get right into it. So like I said, I've got some bangers here. This is probably my best submission of the year, so I'm really excited to get into this one. This is just a teaser of what's to come here. Again, we got some bangers, but we're going to start it off here with probably my favorite card, this Charizard EX. Absolutely love this card. Beautiful, obviously. Love the shiny Charizard. People don't love the hats, but his hat's kind of hidden here. Love the black, love the red. Shiny Charizard is always my favorite guy, so I'm a sucker for this card. Probably my favorite card of Scarlet Violet so far. So absolutely happy to have that one at a 10. And you'll see it's pretty funny. Most of my 10s got about a 50% gem mint 10 to 9 rate versus on the big cards. So you'll see them in a minute. Some of my 9s that got the wrong side of a coin flip, essentially. So Pikachu here, beautiful card. This one's fun. I actually cracked this one open. Bought this from Collecticon, thought it looked good, sent it into my last submission, got a 9. So I cracked it out, resubmit it because I was in it for so cheap, and it came back a 10. So super happy to have this one. This one's staying with me. Love having that memento of Collecticon in Orlando. That was such a fun time. This Snorlax here was probably the cleanest card I've ever seen in my life. Honestly, I've never sent anything to Beckett, but this card really made me want to. It was just beautiful on the front, so clean. Centering on the back was perfect. There were absolutely no white marks anywhere. So if this one didn't get a 10, I was going to be disheartened, to say the least, and I have no faith in PSA. But happy to have this one in a 10. This one is just absolutely beautiful. Could have been a black label. Maybe I should try to send a BGS. Let me know if you think I should. Another gold card here. We got the Arceus V-Star from the Galarian Gallery, Crown Zenith. Absolutely love Crown Zenith, and I think with that reprint, you know, out of the way now, I think they're going to move into the Scarlet Violet era, which is why I mentioned the 151 reprint in the beginning. But I think these cards with the reprint are going to be pretty cheap here shortly, and I think it's a pretty decent buying opportunity for these. So I do think I cracked this one out as well. I think this one got a 9 in my last submission, and this grader was a lot nicer than the last grader, so happy to have this one at 10. This is absolutely beautiful card. And then this one, the Origin Form Palkia V-Star, was the last gold card I needed to complete the gold set from the Galarian Gallery. You know, the Palkia, Dialga, Arceus, and Giratina from Crown Zenith. So very happy to have that. That is another one that's going to stay with me. Charizard V-Star, another one I cracked here. I got very lucky on my cracked cards. About 50% of them that I cracked came back 10s or higher than I sent them in, so can't complain about that at all. This Charizard here was one that I cracked, got a 10. Absolutely love this card. It's kind of funny. I was going for a set full rainbow, like I wanted a team of 6 cards, and they were all in rainbows. That would be like my, you know, my Pokemon for that, for my team, and then I would have a trainer in there in Lance, and you'll see him coming up later. So it's kind of fun. I'll show that off on Instagram a little bit. Just thought it was a little fun experiment to try to get 6 rainbow Pokemon in Gem Mint 10 and have a trainer to lead them all. So this Snorlax here was part of that team. I still love the VMAX cards. Again, compared to VMAX to V-Star, you know, V-Star doesn't really do anything, but VMAX makes him huge. I mean, he's literally got a whole island growing on it. He's got a whole ecosystem on his belly. So I absolutely love that. I like the VMAX cards a lot. Kind of like it better than the Terrastalize, although I do like the ability of Terrastalize to kind of change the typing and all that. I thought it was a unique gimmick from a battle side, but from the trading card standpoint, love the VMAX a lot more, actually. which is interesting because in the game I like the Terastal better. 151, this is again, we're talking about this, Blastoise EX. I'm still trying to get all of these into 10, the 3 starters, the Zapdos and the Alakazam, special illustration rares, so now that I got this, I got a decision to make. Do I want to sell it? Again, do I think it's going to be reprinted? Do I think prices are going to come down? I do tend to lean that way, so I'll probably end up selling this, but I don't know. I do want to keep, like I said, all 5 of these. So this is one of those, so maybe I start my collection here. Alakazam EX, another one of the 5 that I'm trying to get. Beautiful card here. I absolutely love these special illustration rares from 151. And 151 is the GOAT set. My buddy and I were talking about if it gets reprinted, and he said, you know, Evolution or Evolving Skies got reprinted, and it just got eaten up. You know, it didn't really affect the price much, and he's got a good point. I think 151 is very similar in that a reprint will get eaten up, but we'll see if they can print enough to affect the card prices and bring them down. But I think they will, but time will tell, so we'll see. And then got a shout out Dan, Catch 'em All Collectibles, my guy. This play still works. And I'm going to quote LeBron James here. We're going to win not 1, not 2, not 3, not 4, 5 championships down here in Miami. Look at these cards. Absolutely beautiful. And this is why this play works so well. I mean, these celebrations cards grade so easily. And you turn a, you know, $75, $80 card into a $150 to $200 card for 15 bucks. And if you can hit 80% of them, I mean, you're doing something right. And this is, you know, obviously the best of the best. Some of them you buy, they're not good enough, so you have to just sell them back raw. But you lose maybe 5 to 10 bucks on those, and then you're making way more. And probably of these 5, I think maybe 6, 7 I had total. So 2 of them I couldn't grade, and so, you know, minus 20 there. But then you make a whole bunch of money on all of these. So this play has kind of carried me through this year. This play still works and is still so good. So then the other part of that is these Blastoises, 1, 2, 3 Celebrations Blastoises. Again, if you follow my channel, you know I've been having pretty good success selling these in a set. So I sell, you know, here's the Venusaur of that set as well. I'll sell full sets of these, and people pay a little bit of a premium just to try to get them all in one shot. You know, with eBay's new promoted listings, you get some people that are just on there looking for Pokemon cards. They don't really know kind of what they're looking for. And they see these cards and they think they look sweet, and they don't really have the acumen to go price check, you know, oh, this would be cheaper if I went and bought them all singularly as one at a time. But they're happy to have it. I'm happy to sell it to them all in one shot. I save on shipping, get a little bit of a premium. So I've been having a lot of success there. So these are my favorite cards. They just grade so easily, and that makes such a big difference. Although if you get this grader, he's pretty happy, so you might be able to do well with some other things. 151 again, these are usually pretty difficult to grade, but I was lucky here again to get a pretty good grader. The ones I send in are always pretty good, but generally there's something wrong, you know, surface issues, these cards with a lot of full art on it. It's easy to have a scratch or print line or something like that, so happy to have that. Here's the Bulbasaur. I wish I would have sent the Squirtle. Normally I try to send all 3 at the same time, again, because I could have sold these as a set, but never can complain with a Gem Mint 10, especially from 151 illustration rares. Those are tough to get. Ivysaur here, you'll see in a little bit. I tried sending Bulbasaur, Ivysaur, Venusaur in hopes to get a full set of those, but I couldn't get it. I think Danny Phantom pulled this for me in his opening. He did an opening for me on my birthday. You'll see some of those cards in here, so happy to have those. Radiant Charizard, Radiant Blastoise, Radiant Venusaur. Again, another, I think Pokemon Go is a set that's kind of underrated. I mean, I don't know why it gets the hate that it does. It's got, you know, Mewtwo, Dragonite, these Radiant cards that are absolutely gorgeous. And these, again, sell pretty well as a set, so we're going to keep grading them. They're super cheap cards to buy. They grade pretty easily, so no reason not to. Starter trios will always do well, always be in demand, so I feel good with those ones. Again, anytime you can hit a 10. And then here's what I was talking about, this Lance. So I actually pulled this in my birthday opening, which is on the stream, or on the YouTube channel as well, if you want to go see that. Pulled him and was super happy because, again, I wanted a Rainbow Trainer to go with all my Rainbow Pokemon. So happy to have Lance because he's my boy. I'm an OG, obviously, so the greatest champion of all time. Love Lance, happy to have that one. This is our full art trainer section, Aroma Lady. I pulled this one again in my birthday opening, so you can check this out on the channel. And actually, spoiler alert if you haven't seen it, it didn't go very well, but the best pulls that I got came from Evolving Skies, surprisingly. I opened a lot of Scarlet and Violet too, and the best pulls were Evolving Skies. I had the best luck out of Evolving Skies, so pretty weird. Hassel here is another one I pulled. Again, look clean, he's a dragon trainer, so it might do okay, but it's Scarlet and Violet, so the new trainers don't do very well. But we'll see. Speaking of trainers that don't do well, this is not that. I don't know why. That doesn't make any sense. Iono does do pretty well. Iono's a pretty popular trainer. People like that she's kind of a streamer. She's got those teeth though. So people are happy to have her. Gem Mint 10. Again, this is one Danny actually pulled for me in a birthday pack. He does birthday packs if it's your birthday and you buy into the stream. And so he opened some Paldea Evolve for me and hit this as my birthday pack. So super happy to Danny Phantom on YouTube. Check him out. He's the best. He's so good. I love his stuff. Flareon. This is one of those that is another one that's very hard to grade, but a $2 card that can turn into, you know, 50 to 60 with a slab if you're lucky enough to get the 10. I've graded a lot of these and have missed a lot, so this one probably will just end up recouping those costs. Snorlax here, 151, or another original 151, and I love the trainer gallery. I think this was one of the greatest eras of Pokemon with the trainer gallery and the alt arts, so these sets will do well. These Pokemon will do well. I think this card will do well as well. Charizard, not much to say. Trainer gallery is amazing. Leon's a cool guy. Gem Mint 10, again, super happy to get these because these are really hard to grade. Galarian Gallery is typically pretty easier than the trainer gallery for some reason, but this Lapras and this Mew, for some reason I haven't been able to grade in a 10. For some reason they haven't been able to grade for me very well, and again, I don't know if it's the full art texture of it, but there's other Galarian Gallery cards that I have been able to grade in a 10. It's just these two specifically have been able, or have eluded me for a very long time, so happy to have both of these, and I'm actually thinking about keeping these in the collection just because of how cool they are. And then the one lone Japanese card, this was a Master Ball that I pulled on that birthday opening. I opened a 151 Japanese booster box and was lucky enough to get this Flareon, which was probably the best pull of the night, to be honest. I opened a lot, and this card probably being the best tells you that it wasn't the best. But this card, to get an Evolution in a Master Ball, is pretty good. Definitely top tier. There's definitely worse that I could have gotten, and the only Japanese card I graded comes back at 10. And that's what's amazing about this whole thing. I mean, you saw all these are 10s, and these are my non-10s. I got about a 70% Gem Mint 10 rate, and that's with only sending one Japanese card. I mean, I think before, you know, I got upwards of 75 to maybe 80%, but it had a lot of Japanese cards, which grade very easily. So this being such a high Gem Mint 10 rate with as many English cards as I had, definitely makes it the best submission of the year. Now on to my misses, but this one I'm not too upset about. I pulled this myself, so it's a little bit less, you know, of a miss on this. And this one was definitely off-centered, but I honestly think that's the only thing. Like, the corners here look pretty decent, so let me know what you think if I should crack this open. I'm actually debating it. This corner is the only one that's giving me pause. I can't tell if there's something there or if that's just, you know, the weird lighting of it, but this is the only one, because I pulled it too. I'm in it for so low that cracking this and sending it again just to see, because they do allow 60-40, so there's a chance that this is 60-40, and then on the back I think they even allow 70-30, which is pretty crazy. So I might take another take another shot at it, especially because I pulled it myself, and we'll kind of see. This was another one I cracked and whiffed on. This was a 9 when I cracked it, came back a 9, so it is what it is. I do think this could have gotten a 10, but again, there were about 6 like top hits, and I think they just did a coin flip on each one. I got about 3 10s and 3 9s, so can't complain too much about it though. Like I said, this submission overall was amazing. This Charizard EX I've sent 3 or 4 times, and I can't get it in a 10. I don't know why. This card looks good. The centering is definitely off on the back, but again, I thought they allowed 70-30, so that might have been what held it up. I don't know. I doubt I'll crack this just because of how off-centered that top is, but we'll see. I still need that for my personal collection, so I'm still trying on that one, man. I'm still trying. Venusaur EX, again, I think they coin flipped. Blastoise got a 10, so the Venusaur gets a 9. This one does look pretty clean, though. I'm going to check the corners out one more time, and I might crack this one out and resend it, because I don't want to buy it again. And if this copy looks clean, which it does, I mean, the centering looks good. It's a little bit thick on the top, but definitely within PSA standards. So that one will probably get cracked again. Here's a Pikachu that I did crack, and I missed on. This one's a little bit thick left to right, so I kind of understand. This one I knew going in was going to be a long shot, but I figured it was still there was still a good chance if I got a good grader. And I did. I got a really good grader, so the fact that this came back a 9 with that good grader, probably won't crack that again. We take those. We take the misses with the wins. It is what it is. This Marnie was one of the first openings I did on the channel. I opened one of every pack of the Sword and Shield era, and I happened to get this Marnie on one of my first packs. So this is because it's from Sword and Shield base. An absolutely beautiful card. I thought for sure this could get a 10. Looked pretty clean, and I honestly think it still could, but I don't know. They gave me a 9 on it. Because I pulled it, I might crack it again, but I also don't plan on selling this, so I think it's fine to just hold on to it at 9, knowing that I missed. Sudowoodo, this is another one that Danny pulled for me. I absolutely love this card. One of my favorite memories of Gold and Silver was where Sudowoodo's blocking the path and you need to get the water bottle. I first played Gold on a Japanese ROM before it was in America, and so I was stuck and didn't know what to do with the game. I'm like, what am I supposed to do? I don't read Japanese. There were no guides out at the time. And then I bought some packs of Pokemon cards, and they had Sudowoodo, and I'm like, wait, that's a Pokemon? I thought that was a tree. So it clued me in that I have to go do something to that tree, and I was able to find the water bottle, go water the tree, and move on. So just a cool story about how Sudowoodo in Pokemon card form kind of jolted my memory of what to do in Japanese Pokemon Gold. So I will always have that memory, love that memory, love the Sudowoodo, so I'll probably hold on to this card. Really wanted it in a 10, obviously. But no, I wanted to buy this card forever, so having it in a 9 is okay, because if I got it in a 10, I was just going to sell it, buy it again raw. Now that it's 9, Danny pulled it for me, I'll probably keep it. This is probably the most graded card in Pokemon card history, this Charizard V here from Champion's Path. For some reason, they printed the crap out of Champion's Path, and this card was everywhere. And it was part of the boom of 2020, so tons of people were grading this card. And I had it in my binder, and it looked good enough, and I was trying to get to 50 cards, and I'm like, this one looks fine. We'll send it in, see what I can get. Again, I'm a Charizard collector, so if I'd gotten that at a 10, it would have been a good one to keep for the collection, but can't win them all. Jolteon here. Again, these trainer galleries are pretty hard to grade, so I'm very happy with the ratio. I got like 4 10s and this 1 9, so we'll take that. I'll probably hold on to this until I can get, because I'm sure I'll have some other misses, till I can get, Jolteon, Eevee, Flareon, and Vaporeon as a 9 and try to sell them as a set together. So I'll probably hold on to that one. A rare Celebrations miss, Blastoise. Happy that's the Blastoise, not the Charizard. I can't say enough how happy I am to get all 5 Charizards in a 10. So this one is super thick on the top, so I can see why that one got. And then for some reason, the grader that I got did not like Venusaur. We got 1, 2, and 3 mint 9s on Celebration Venusaur, which is so weird because, I mean, all of these look good. There's no, I mean, there might be a little bit of whitening or something that I missed, and that must be the only thing I can think of. But like, for all of these to get 9s is just very strange. So I'm not sure what happened here. But again, if all these had gotten 10s and all 3 of these had gotten 9s, oh, I would have been so upset. So happy that it happens to a $5 card in Venusaur, but just strange. Not really sure why all these got 9s, but it kind of sucks because that means I can only sell 1 10 set of Celebrations, but it is what it is. I'll kind of hold on to these again until I get more 9 misses, sell those as a set. And I guess my next submission will have a ton of Venusaurs in it, so be on the lookout for that to try to complete those sets. This is Pikachu VMAX. This will be the giveaway card of this channel, so again, or of this video. So again, to enter that, all you gotta do is like this video, subscribe to my channel. You gotta watch for 10 minutes, but if you're watching here, you've watched that far, so I appreciate you guys. And then leave a comment below. Anything you want, I'll do a random comment picker. Again, this is US only. I shipped my first one out to, I'm not even sure where I shipped it, but it cost me like 50 bucks, and I can't afford that. I'm a small YouTuber. I don't make that kind of money. So US only, I'll ship it. It'll be free. You don't have to pay for anything. So if anyone does contact you asking for payment or something, that's not me. A cool card, but I think it's got like print lines or something. This is typically a card that is pretty difficult to grade because of the print lines, but I thought this looked pretty good, so I took my shot. And again, you can't win them all, so this will be the giveaway card. Again, appreciate you guys watching, so comment down below, and you've got a good chance to win because I don't get a ton of comments, so good chance to win this one. That could be coming home to you. And who doesn't love a Pikachu? So awesome to have that. Alakazam EX, this one I definitely shouldn't have sent. You can tell down here, yep, look at all that whitening down there, and then all of that whitening down there, those little dots. Yeah, you can see pretty good. This camera's pretty decent, but I don't know if PSA did that or if I missed it on sending it in. It's quite possible that I missed it sending it in. What happened with this is I happened to sell a 10 of my last submission and, you know, made some money. So what I do is I buy 2 more to try to replicate the process. So to hit one, miss one is decent. Like I'll probably end up cracking this and just selling it raw as is, taking a slight loss on that. But the wins will outpace the losses, and it is what it is. And then this Mewtwo here is a gem mint. Or not a gem mint, it is a excellent mint 6. So there must be some crease that I missed, and honestly I think you can kind of see it right down there. Yeah, right down there you can see it kind of popping out there. There's like a little tiny crease, and unfortunately if there's any sort of crease on this, it immediately gets downgraded to a 6, which is so sad for a lot of my cards from my childhood. They were stored in one of those binders and they've got a little binder dent on there, so that's sad. I'm sad I missed that, but it is what it is. Again, I was hoping this guy would be the anchor of my team, because who doesn't want a Mewtwo on their rainbow team? So again, from Pokemon Go, I still think this set is great. It's got a rainbow Mewtwo, gold Mewtwo, and alternate art Mewtwo, so absolute banger. So absolutely happy with this submission. Amazing. Like I said, my best of the year so far, without question. So I appreciate you guys watching. If you like this video, please like the video, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment. It goes a long way for the algorithm. It'll also get you entered to win this Pikachu, which could be going home to you for free. So I appreciate you guys watching, hanging out, all that. I'll try to get a few more out for the rest of the year, and then let me know in the comments what other content you'd like to see. If you want to see some investing stuff, more opening stuff, but I've got some ideas for the channel, so stay tuned. I appreciate you guys. See ya.